Hello, everybody. Welcome. I think we're going. Make sure the sound's looking good. Okay. Me. It doesn't look very good. I don't need to put the @ Alright, we'll go ahead and get going here. Do I have a video on shot calling? I don't have an entire video on shot calling, but I do talk about that a lot. I mean, I think the closest thing would probably be the macro video that I have. I mean, because really, like, shot calling itself is just a matter of just communicating, you know, what you know. So, like, there doesn't need to be a whole video on, like, just communicating. You just want to be sure to ping, like, the important things are to ping ahead of time. Like, try to give people as much notice, like, as seems reasonable. So, like, if a dragon's coming up, you know, try to call it early if you can. You know, like, say, hey, dragon's coming up in a minute. Or, hey, if we win this fight, before the fight's even done, start pinging where you need to go to, like, towers or dragons. So just, like, communicate it fast. Ideally, a little bit ahead of time. Make sure you're setting up vision for it. But the big stuff about shot calling that is most important, I think, is just macro knowledge. So knowing what to call. Knowing what you should be doing. So I think that
Chlorella is...
this video is probably where you want to be. It's my macro video. It was at near the end of last season, but it's pretty much the same kind of stuff. So it talks about how to identify and play around your win conditions, shot calling the correct objectives, how to dominate the vision game, how to force favorable fights, then how to communicate more info to your team. So I think this is what you're probably asking for, so I can link it for you in the chat. What's up, Lolly Molly? What's up, Alex, Chef, Vaughn? Yeah, I think that's probably what you're looking for, Oscar. So I think that'll probably be very useful for you. Then I have, like, more specific guides about things like split pushing that are a little bit different, but that could also go into shot calling some. Yeah, no problem. Make sure my mic's actually working here. Okay. Last week it wasn't working, like, for the first game that I played, and I realized that I recorded one game of Total War Warhammer where it wasn't working either. That's definitely pretty awkward, because that's like a whole hour of me, like, talking and nobody can hear it. Whereas on stream, people can correct me pretty quickly. I don't know why my little plug-in, whatever you call it, USB things have been kind of wonky lately on my computer. Like, my camera was acting weird, and now the mic was acting weird last time. But it seems to be working tonight. Wait, what? Because my chat was disconnected. But it doesn't say that I dropped any frames. Usually if like the stream lags at all, it'll say I dropped frames. So I don't really understand why the chat was disconnected for a second there. What's up, Scott? Oh, not... what did I do?
Draven out.
Let's get this over there. Just move over there. Wait, what? This. Over here. Okay. Is it on me? My first pick? No. Alright, let me do my research here really quick and then we'll talk some more with the chat. Plat 2 right now, Wizardo. Highest I've ever been is Diamond 5. Highest I've been this season is Platinum 1, like 50 LP. I was Diamond 500 LP a couple of seasons ago. Last season we got into promos for Diamond, but we missed it. I think we were Diamond 1 like 5 times last season. We're just kind of bouncing around most of the season. But we've been doing pretty well lately. I think just focusing up. I think a lot of it's just like I know what to do. I just have to focus and like not get too caught up with the chat because I'm always really like tempted just to always just be so conversational and just get into like these long, you know, conversations with people in chat. Sometimes about random stuff, sometimes about league stuff, and it's really fun and I like doing that, but it does distract me. So I think that like in like serious close games, you know, I have to like focus up a bit more, and I've been doing that lately. And then just save kind of the banter and the analysis and stuff for like, you know, when games are kind of getting tied up and, you know, in between games and during the pregame and stuff like that. Okay, so that guy doesn't really know Graves that well. So it looks like he's probably first time Graves. Undercovers, first time Fizz, right? Just played him like once. He's on a pretty big loss streak. This guy's play Darius. Is it like nobody knows how to play their champs? We're like 0 for 3 so far. I mean, these are all like solid champs in their respective roles, but their team's not that great right now.
I decide what the tide will bring.
Yeah. Does David know how to play Jhin? Okay, David knows how to play Jhin, I guess. I guess we'll play it. I mean, I don't really like that 3 people are basically pretty close to first time in their champs. But, like, their team's kind of low on damage. Hey, what's up, Kappa? What's up, Roven? What's up, Mr. Magpie? Yeah, we've been putting together a pretty good last couple of weeks. How was my week? It was pretty good. It's a long day. We've had 3 long days. I had a conference with like 66 students, so it's like 15 minutes apiece. Usually, realistically, probably closer to like 20 apiece a lot of the time. And yeah, it's pretty much like 10. Pretty close to like 9 or 10, probably like 9 hours a day for the last 3 days, meeting with students in the library. So that's more than usual. Conference weeks are pretty busy. My wife did get really good news. She got a job offer, and she's probably going to take it. They have to do like a background check and a couple other things, but she's probably going to take it. And it was kind of near the top end of her salary range that she was wanting to get, so that's really helpful. She's got a pretty good job, pretty good money, good location, good benefits, you know. Really solid. One of the better options that she could get. Maybe not like the absolute best case scenario that she was hoping for. Like there's another company also that, but that it wasn't certain they were even going to offer her anything. And so this was realistically one of the best things that she could get. So that's really nice. So that means we can start once they finalize that. She finalizes her job there. She can put in her 2 weeks here. We can start looking for a house. Hopefully get a house down there soon. Sell this house. So hopefully I can be back like moved and back on, you know, a more normalized schedule within a month is what it's kind of looking like timeline wise, hopefully. So that means I can go back to streaming, you know, 6 or 7 nights a week.
Welcome to Summoner's
As an ADC main, how do you deal with supports who take your CS? I mean, there's not really a way to deal with it, other than ask them, don't take my CS.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
We are all tied.
You're probably gonna lose. I mean, that's all there is to it. Like, if you have a support on your team that takes your CS, you're probably gonna lose. So, unless the other enemy team is like not taking CS as well. I mean, there's not like a special strategy you can do. I mean, I guess you could play like Draven so that you have bigger last hits, so they're less likely to take your CS.
Minions have spawned.
It's tripping on the side. Yeah.
I still hear the song.
Hey man, gotta make that money. Yeah, I mean, there's no like magic fix to that, like, other than just you have to try to last hit through them, I guess. Like I said, Draven gives you some extra power on your last hits. You can ask them like, hey, don't take the CS. I think even most people in like, even in like bronze, like people that are kind of new to the game, the vast majority of people understand that like the support shouldn't be taking the CS. And so that shouldn't be happening on a regular basis, like, other than if it's someone that's like trying to troll you. And if there's someone that's going to troll you, that's just going to happen in some games.
Sure as the tide.
Unfortunately, you know, either they're taking your CS, or they're like running it down middle, or they're AFK, or, you know, there's just any number of like troll stuff that can happen, and that's just part of the game. Unfortunately, the enemy's going to have trolls too. So yeah, I mean, there's not a lot you can do outside of just request that they don't do it, or play a champion that, if that seems to happen all the time, play a champion that can last hit better, like Draven. I don't think that should be a normal thing, even in bronze. I don't think that most people would do that. Yeah. Yeah, if it's trolling, I mean, you just can't do a lot about it, other than just try to last hit better and just, you know, just kind of be like, well, that sucks, and, you know, we'll just have to go on to the next game if you lose. Okay, so we have pretty good control here. I body blocked that so she didn't get that last hit. And I've got some extra health, so.
First blood.
So this is kind of like the opposite of what we had a lot on last stream. Like, people are playing really strong meta picks, but they don't have the experience on the picks, whereas last time we had people that were playing stuff they had experience on. It wasn't very meta, but we were able to win. We might be getting ganked here, yeah. Yeah, he missed the minimum, I think. I could just tell, by the way, Nautilus was kind of moving up there. It was probably going to happen. But it was a pretty big mistake on their part because they were so low and we were at full health, and Nautilus just really doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, I used to love Nautilus support in Season 6, but his numbers are just so low that...
Ally has been slain.
We are all tied.
I thought I was going to have to flash earlier to W to kill Nautilus, but the very last tick of Ignite got him, so it was kind of a wasted flash, but it was close enough where I think it was worth to make sure that we got it. Okay, so we're getting a decent little chunk of we just killed Kane. No, we didn't kill Kane. We killed Nautilus, okay. I mean, Kane's top, so we don't have to put a ward there because we know he's doing it. He just killed the other person who walked over, so. That's why I'm not warding it and just sitting on my wards right now, because we know where he is for the next like 30 seconds or so at least. We probably should have bought, but at the same time I don't want to give Kaisa a free back. Oh, thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Sorry, I didn't hear the little... I don't even know if it made a little announcement. I guess you get the announcement on YouTube there. The thanks so much. I don't know if my alerts are working or... Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you'll just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com, I'll give you the Discord info. And if you want to come out and play on viewers' nights, or I think Mr. Magpie might still be doing that contest where he gives away some RP every month for like trivia stuff. I think she bagged, so we don't want to go ahead and push this. Then yeah, just let me know and I can get you on that Discord. I'm also gonna join. I'm gonna research it more tomorrow. Yeah, she already got it back in there. Awesome. Okay, there it is. I'm also gonna join Riot's little content creator thing. I saw like a link to that. I'm not exactly sure about all the details. I'm gonna have to look that up tomorrow. But I'm gonna join that, and depending on how many chromas and stuff they give me, I think I might do one. If they give me multiple, I'll do like one for the normal stream. Like just maybe anybody on the stream, I'll devise a way that we can do that. And then I'll also do something for members of the channel via the Discord. So you'll have a higher chance of getting a winning thing on the Discord, but I still want it to be like at least one of the skins or whatever they give us, the little prize things, to also be available for just normal viewers that aren't subscribers. But I want the subscribers to get a little bit of an extra, like when I say subscriber, I mean paying members, to get a little bit of an extra chance to get some good stuff. Yeah.
Someone put on Facebook?
Sure as the tide.
So you can partner with somebody and they'll give away free skins or something?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I went to look that up, but yeah, that's pretty cool. The Riot's trying to, you know, give something back to their content creators, which is good because they've been losing some of them recently. So I think that's a nice step there. Encourages people to make more content about League. So smart move by Riot. And all they have to give away is just intellectual property, some promos and stuff. It's simple. A little bit of extra early access to things. So I think it's a really smart idea by them. I'll definitely be participating in that, and I'll try to hook you guys up with as much stuff as I can get. Yeah, there was some lag on that. I'm not really sure like what's up with that. You did get the alert, but it was kind of delayed. How we looking? Okay, we're up a little bit, not a lot. We are up in assist also. Okay, Kane is trying to fight Graves. Kane's up a level on him, so you gotta be a little careful. Okay. Kane's move. We should still be able to harass her a decent amount here, especially with an anti-balance. She's not gonna get sustained early. It just doesn't kill Bork or anything, so hopefully we can stick a little damage. I could have probably been a little bit more aggressive now that we know that Kane was middle. Getting close to getting my wards also. He's probably going to go for this scuttle here soon. We need to push in so that I can get a ward up there. Like a Nautilus ult plus Kane can be pretty rough. Okay, got him outside. We're definitely up in terms of damage, but we gotta get a couple more hits in here. Yeah, if he came up to contest that, we could have killed him, I think. We're getting a decent lead here
An
now.
ally has been slain.
Okay.
We are all tied.
She missed that, I think.
Welcome to the deep end. I'll find my path. People in there.
Could have hit her on that one. A little slow off the guard there. I don't want to do it without Graves. He missed. Damn, he's already got blue. Kane is pretty close. I don't like giving them a favorable back because she's so low. I don't want to give them free stuff. I think Kane is in the area for sure. If they back, we get a, we definitely get that dragon. I think we can get it anyways. So yeah, my control ward enabled us to be able to get that. Now we can. Ah, crap.
Has been slain.
Oh my god.
Enemy has been slain.
I didn't think about the Anivia creeping around there. Damn it. Now we're gonna get cut off by Poppy. Yeah, I chased too far. I thought maybe, like, when his shield wears off. I don't remember the timing on his shield, though. I think it's pretty long. It's like 5 seconds or something. So I was thinking, like, as soon as that wears off, I can maybe make a play on him. But that was dumb. I underestimated that Anivia could be there.
People in there.
So I chased too far. Damn, Kaisa got 2 kills off of that? Oh. She got bailed out so hard.
An ally has been slain. An ally
Nice,
has
congrats,
been
Travis.
slain.
I mean, I pinged that Kane was there.
Ride upon the waves.
Darius lost lane to Poppy.
An enemy has been slain.
That's rough. We're a little bit ahead here, but not by a lot.
My people are counting on me.
I think we're a lot more powerful than they are because of this team, so I mean, he got hit by everything, and we still were kind of able to turn this around. Might have to flash if he gets an accurate hook.
There's always another way. We are all tied to the ocean.
What's up, Sammy?
Sure as the tide.
Okay, good. Nautilus got that kill, though. Did I get our kill? No, Jin got our kill. Okay. Jin's...
Sure as the tides.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy double
I
kill.
pinged it. This should push this, yeah.
Sure as the tides.
This is kind of awkward, but they're gonna miss stuff under tower. I guess I can go back for more vision here. We'll probably just go for, probably Redemption next. And boots, yeah.
We are
Boots
all
are a good thing.
tied to the ocean.
Someone needs to get this. Why are we sending 3 people top?
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
We're gonna have to rotate here. I mean, just fight him, dude. Just fight him. Okay, there we go. That's a good one.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Perfect. All right. Double dragon. I'm gonna get a tower off of this, almost certainly.
There's always another way.
Fizz should keep pushing top though, because they're gonna have to send like 3 people down here to stop this. So he could have pressured tier 2 top.
Swim against the current.
I'm dead. Probably. I didn't have my flash to get around that wall, and I wasn't expecting a Nivea to come. Because she got, like, she came this way instead of around that board. Yeah. So she got me. She came from, like, the one direction she could come from, which is, like, right here. Right when I was rotating. I guess I felt a little too safe off of that, having that ward there and didn't, like, not seeing anybody. I threw the bubble at him to speed him up a little bit.
Ride upon on the waves.
Oh, not quite one shot. Come here. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't know what you're doing on a champ. Like, you don't know if you have the all-in or not. In the Fizz, it's very important to understand if you have the one shot or not.
Quit flopping around.
Yeah, it wasn't even particularly close. Maybe she healed and I didn't see it or something. Yeah, she wasn't even under 20%.
Still hear the song of the sea.
Nivea's a problem. You get the grab on her? You get so much. Trying to push through her is just a nightmare. Especially if she's fed, which she is. She's almost got her rod charged.
People in their air.
Oh, she backed. Okay. Maybe it just gave us this tower. I put it here because I thought Poppy was going to come that way, and I was just kind of out of wards at that point. Then we'll probably get to tier 2 wards next.
People in their air.
Hey King, I'll probably be on for a few hours. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, Sammy, if you want to do a coaching session, that sounds great. Send it my way. On her? Or can Fizz? Surely Fizz. Okay, I was about to say, Jesus. If Fizz can't 1v1 the 80 carry at 23 minutes, we got a problem. Yeah, I don't want to do Dragon yet, though. We could maybe get this. Too many hits there. I should have noted. I should have counted the minions better. That's all right. Nami's very forgiving a lot of times. She heals over time.
their ways.
I'm gonna go ahead and put one on Baron in case they try like a desperate Baron or something here.
My quest beckons.
Actually, I guess since I'm about to hit the cap anyways on CDR.
People in their air.
Always get hard sensor next. Or Mikhail's maybe? I mean, they do have a Nautilus. He can CC. We'll see. I mean, Ardent's obviously not like super amazing on Jhin, but like with a couple of Infernals, it's not bad because that extra attack speed translates into AD, which would get amplified by the dragon. She missed it. Damn. Didn't do it fast enough. Maybe we could have ended. I don't know. Yeah, we probably could have ended if I'd called that faster. I don't think it's gonna matter. Natty. Oh god, dude. I saw some kid on campus when I was walking out. They thought they were real slick. There's like this kid, it looked like he was freaking like 18, 19. He was like folding up a 24 box of Natty, like the cardboard, and he was going to throw it in a dumpster, and he was wearing a backpack. I'm like, alright, dude, like... like, took all the Natty out, put it in his bag, and then it was like throwing away the box, hoping people wouldn't see him. I mean, I guess that's smarter than walking down the main, like... the main place where cops could be with, like... you know, a beer case, but it was just kind of funny. I was like, dude, don't buy that garbage. Can you just buy, like, a respectable beer? Well, rare case for people who don't play their champs actually do well. It's because they're all good champs. Like, that's the thing, is, like, they're, you know, those are all, like, meta, like, strong champions. So, like, even though Fizz was 0-4, he can still one-shot the AD carry because he's Fizz, you know? I mean, that's what happens when you play good champions. You can screw up a lot, usually, and still win games. Yeah, Natty's so terrible. Look, take my advice. Like, just drink a nicer beer and just drink less. Like, you don't need a 24-pack of Natty. I mean, obviously that dude's probably getting it for his boys and girls, maybe, but... it's like, dude, I know it's cheap as hell, but, like, just trust me. Your body's gonna thank you the next day. Just spend a little bit more. Get something that's not complete, like, gutter trash. And just drink a little bit less. Get you a 6-pack of Newcastle. Get you a 6-pack of, like, Guinness or something. You know? Instead of a 12-pack of Natty. Or whatever. Is it gonna cost you, like, $3 more? Yes. Are you gonna feel a lot better the next day? Yes. I mean, I'm not, like, a super beer snob in terms of, like, it has to be, like, this super craft underground beer, but just, I don't know. That's how I feel. Yeah, or whiskey. I mean, look, I'm kind of with Wings of Shoe here. Like, get to liquor and get a decent liquor. If you're really looking to get trash, don't drink beer. It takes too many beers. That's a lot of calories. I mean, with like shots have, I think, the same, almost the same calories as beer. It's just a lot of liquid, though. I don't know. I've never been like a huge, like, if I'm going to get drunk, I'm going to chug a bunch of beer. I'm going to be like, if I'm really, when I was younger, if I was really looking to get buzzed, I'm going to drink some liquor. And I was going to drink some gin, some Seagram's Lime Twisted Gin. That's what that was my zone. Yeah, or Jack Daniels, you know, something like that. Don't get, like, some $4 handle of whiskey. Get you a decent, like, mid-shelf whiskey or whatever and just go at it that way. If you're really looking to get drunk. I've never liked beer. If I'm drinking a beer, it's at least going to be a decent one. And I just don't want to chug it. Yeah, I mean that's what I think. And then wine is just like if you're just kind of chilling, if romance is in the air maybe, or just like if you're just having dinner, you know, and drinking a glass of wine or something, that's fine. I wouldn't usually bother drinking wine if you're just looking to get lit though, as the kids might say. Yeah, I was just don't do super cheap stuff. You don't have to do super expensive stuff. Just don't do super cheap stuff. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the money to feel that way the next day. Just think, okay, I feel like complete garbage. This hangover is massive. Would I pay an extra $5 to make this go away? And I think the answer for me is usually yes.
Thanks. We didn't do this for a while.
Awesome, Sammy. Thanks so much.
Wish you all the best.
Stay hydrated with beer. God. Well, yeah, maybe with those kinds of beers. They're staying hydrated, yeah. Awesome. Thanks so much, Sammy. Okay, yeah, let's watch a game for Sammy here real quick. We'll do a replay, and then we'll get back on the ranked train. I drink till I'm drunk. Well, I would get some liquor. A good trick also, if you're trying not to get hungover, if you're out drinking, is to drink... It's not always possible given the setting, but try to drink 1 glass of water for every drink that you have. Is a good rule of thumb. Once again, not always possible, but that will help you. Because hungover is, I think most of being hungover is from being dehydrated. Because it takes a lot of water to process alcohol out of your system. It takes a lot of energy, takes a lot of water. Okay, let me pull up. I know it's really cheap, man, but like, just don't do. I mean, I guess you can, whatever. If that's how you roll, I just would not want to punish my body. I'm a bit older though, but like even when I was younger, I was like, oh my god. I tried drinking it once. I was like, this just tastes like what I imagine like licking a toilet would taste like. I don't know. It's just awful. Okay, let me, I'm going to black screen it just really quickly, just so I can pull that replay out. I can't remember if I put my downloads folder, which monitor I put that on, so. Okay, yeah, it's still on the main monitor. Alright. Okay, so that should be all good. Yeah, I mean, that's just my advice that I would give young people, drinking especially, is just pay up a little bit, drink less, drink better stuff. For me, it's like, you can get buzzed off of not getting... I don't like being completely wasted. Oh, I need to upgrade my... or grab my client. Okay, let me upgrade the client real quick. Or my, replay part of it. For me, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like you need like 12 beers or like, it's just kind of like at a certain point, I just feel like it's good enough, you know, like, okay, I'm feeling good, you know. It's like, just stop at like 6 or something. Okay, solutions. I just never really liked being blackout drunk. I'm like, I just, at a certain point, it just doesn't feel good anymore. So I try to stop when it's like, when I'm feeling good, you know? I'm not like a super heavyweight, obviously. Anyone could tell that by looking at me. Although you know, I do have some friends that are really skinny that are seasoned alcoholics. Self-proclaimed alcoholics. It's one guy that I know. He's probably about my size. He can drink like a fifth of Jack Daniels, and you couldn't even tell he'd been drinking. It's like 32 shots. I mean, you know, that would be like over the course of a day, he would drink that. You know, he'd get up in the morning and start drinking that if he had the day off. He was just going to watch some sports or something. Do not recommend that. He would not recommend that either. For most people. How much for an on-stream wine testing? I don't know. Name me a price. If you want to email me, I can try some different wines. If you want to recommend some, I can go out and buy them and try a glass or something on stream. Try a glass of a different thing of wine. I could get my wife to chip in too if you want to. If you want to have our like feedback on it. $14 on Taco Bell. Oh, okay, what are you? Okay, so Sammy's doing some old luck support here. Okay, fog's off. Trying to remember all my hotkeys here. It's been a couple weeks since I did a replay. Okay. Nice, good job, Kowski. How was my weekend teaching? It was good. It was good. I just did like 9 or 10 hour days in a row of like conferencing with students. I would say that by and large, a lot of them get it. Like, it's a pretty complicated essay, different from what they're used to, and a lot of them are freshmen. And I was pretty impressed. A lot of them had some really good ideas. There were a couple of slackers, but there's a pretty good amount. They're asking a lot of questions, which is actually really, like, that's really good. It shows that, to me, they're, like, really trying to do well. A lot of times it's the people that don't ask the questions, and then they, you know, just get obliterated on the essays. They don't know what's going on, but, like, that's a really good sign. I think that's one of the best signs of, like, overall intelligence is just asking questions. It's, like, willingness to learn. This one kid blew me away. I would probably press up a little bit and try to harass them with your E. Yeah, there you go. Warwick. Warwick could start blue or red. I mean, I can kind of see the mini-map that he started blue, but, like, I would be a little careful. I guess you've got Shyvana down here, too, to back you up if he shows up, so you're probably safe to push up. But there was one kid that just, like, blew me away. I was like, dude, this is, like, I think this kid is, like, the smartest, like, academic student that maybe I've ever taught. He might be the smartest undergrad I've ever talked to. This kid was just, like, ridiculous. And he's, like, so humble. But, like, I'm letting them do these rhetorical analyses, and, you know, a lot of kids are picking, like, these little, like, 3-page internet articles they found and things like that for this first assignment, because I don't force them to get scholarly stuff on the first one. And this guy's like, hey, I'm looking at the Lincoln Douglas debate of, like, 1852, and he, like, described it to me. I'm like, how long is that? I was like, is that, like, 90 pages or something? He was like, yeah, it's like 100. What? And he's, like, analyzing this debate, and then he was telling me all about the context of it, and it's just like, he just blew me away. The guy was an encyclopedia of 19th century American history. And And then I just told him, I was like, dude, let me rewind a little bit. I was like, how do you know all this? And then he said he was like a top 10, like, scholar, or like, I forgot what it was called, like Scholars Bowl or something like that for top 10 Scholars Bowl person or something like that out of high school. I don't remember. I'm like, why didn't you test out of this? You don't belong in here. But anyways, he was really smart. He was asking me about his second essay. Okay, I saw, yeah, Warwick's here. Yeah, just run. Warwick's gonna show up because he hit the dust. I think that was him hitting that dust. And he was asking me what the next one was, and it was like this really complicated debate thing, and just off the top of his head, he's like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do. Who was it? I can't even remember now. Who he said it was like these medieval scholastic philosophers he wanted to compare. Damn, dude. This guy's on it. Yeah, it's a little tough on Lux's mana early on. You're gonna have to look for an opportunity to get back. VOD. Yeah, I kind of forgot to VOD this one. Oh, Sammy was one. Okay, I can VOD it, Sammy. My bad. I can VOD it here starting. I don't guess that much has happened right now. Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're kind of jumping in the middle of some action here. Doing a coaching session. Haven't missed a ton early. I am streaming this as well, so special thanks to Sammy. Shout out. This is an 8:17 coaching session for Lux. So a little bit late coming into the coaching. Not that much happened here. You know, Sammy just sort of harassed with his E till he ran out of mana. He's playing the Lux. He got Jen a bit low. And so we're VODing this for Sammy because I forgot about it. Sammy really wanted me to VOD this one, so we'll go ahead and VOD it. So if you're offended by that, I apologize. Usually we do start at the beginning, but honestly, not that much eventful has happened in this lane other than like some light trades. And now both sides are kind of low. It shouldn't be that much. This thing here. We gotta watch out for Warwick though, because you do have pretty good ward cover. Like, he could blast plan over the dragon pit if he was real slick. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Okay, just get out of there. I think what you should get is Lux support. I guess I would probably work towards Ludens. I think you need either Tyr or Ludens here. Tyr would give you more immediate mana for harassment. Lost Chapter is pretty good too, though. Y'all gotta be careful with Warwick here. I wouldn't push up. I would have probably also gone coin here. I just don't, like, you're just gonna run out of mana too much. I don't think you're gonna be able to harass enough. Like, you do have him kind of low, but I'm just worried that you're not going to get your wards online until... We'll see when it happens, but I don't think you're going to get your wards till like 15 minutes. 15, 20 minutes, and I think that's just too long with Warwick. Nice, that was a good catch. Okay, Warwick's top. I mean, that paid off being aggressive, but I still feel like if Warwick just rolled through here, especially because Shyvana at the time I don't think was in the area, and that could have been catastrophic, because you don't really have an escape as Lux. Like, if Warwick comes up to you, you're pretty much dead. You do have your flash, which is nice, but in general, like, once you push them into tower, if you don't have a good idea of where the jungler is, you need to back up. Kind of like the last game on stream that you saw us playing when we had lane dominance. If you don't know where the jungler is, once you push them up to tower, you gotta back up to mid lane there and try to get more vision. Okay, it's a pretty good little roam here. Be careful, he can turn around and kill you. He's level 8. Alright, Warwick's top side. I probably wouldn't try to roam as Lux, honestly, unless,
Shut down.
he can, unless, someone's, like, super low and you could maybe snipe him. I wouldn't do it, just because, yeah, I mean, you could get caught out and killed. You had to use your flash, and, you know, y'all already had an advantage bot lane, you know? But now they're getting a lot of that advantage back because you've been hanging out around here, you know. You're not gonna kill, like, Vlad doesn't have any CC to follow up with yours. You don't have enough power yet to kill the Echo. I think your probability of actually killing that Echo is extremely low, and you're giving Jhin a chance to catch up and farm, or, yeah, Jhin a chance to catch up and farm, and, like, get lane priority bot lane. So, I really don't think that, in general, roaming is worth it most of the time, unless you're pretty certain that you're going to be able to convert to a kill early on. Or, like, if you're a champion that has a lot of threat early and you just want to, you know, take a look at mid lane while your AD carry backs or something, but you really don't want to, you really don't want to be gone from your lane for too long. Even if your AD carry doesn't die, which, like, Triss is not going to die, they're going to start getting an experience advantage, and they're going to be able to pressure Triss off of the wave, so she's going to start missing CS. Okay, so you're going to Ludens. I think that's probably better than tier. This gives you a... doesn't give you the mana as early because you have to get chapter instead of tier. Okay, nice, good catch. But it does give you a smoother sort of power spike once you complete the full. Yeah, I think no, I don't know if y'all can beat it. Probably. You did get your ward at 12 minutes, so you did get him pretty fast off the Lux because you've been winning a lot of the fights. Yeah, Kappa, he does need to ward the river, but he can't because he didn't have wards yet until he just finished it, so... maybe he could have gotten a control ward, I don't know. His money, it looked like he just had enough for Lost Chapter, though, so... Warwick's definitely going to try to get this dragon soon. This is like a really late dragon for a champ like Warwick. But yeah, you do have one ward, so you could go over and ward the dragon, but... Okay, never mind. Warwick went middle instead. guess y'all are up kind of like a pickaxe. It feels like Trish should have a lot more items than that, though. She has like tier 2 boots. I mean, she's up 20 CS and 3 kills, but it feels like she's, item-wise, she's not that far ahead. That's the way that I'm reading it. Gold, yeah. Like 1,500 gold or something? Okay, nice. Good catch. I got 1,000 gold. He's up 1,400 gold. His items are just bad, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, just go ahead and back here. Warwick was definitely in this area, so you need to like ping Dragon and tell like Shyvana to go over there and scare him, because I think he might be doing Dragon. Okay, that was a good catch by Warwick. I can't believe they still haven't done Dragon yet. Alright, nice. Ah. Pretty good. I don't know if I would exhaust there. I know you're like trying to slow him down a little bit, but... I mean, I guess it's fine. I'd probably just back. I mean, they're almost full health. Shyvana kind of does have you covered in the jungle there. Warwick could just be running up the lane or something right now. I'd probably just go ahead and back. Y'all gotta have some money, right? Yeah, 1,200, 900. I'd probably just go buy. God, her itemization is so awful. So bad, considering how fed she is. She doesn't even have a complete item. So you need to look and notice that when you're playing, and just like don't overestimate like how strong it looks like she should be, because it feels like she should be huge. Like she should have like Storm Razor plus like Zeal or something. Brown Boot, Storm Razor, Zeal. She has 6,000 gold. Basically, what, Storm Razor's 2,800. Tier 2 boots are like 1,200. That's 4,000. Zeal is like 1,300. That's 5,300. So with 5,300 gold, he could have Storm Razor, boots, Zeal, and he's got his opening item. And all that stuff's another 500. So for 5,800 gold, which is about what he has, he could have Storm Razor, Zeal, and tier 2 boots. Plus his opening item. So I don't even understand where the money is. Something's been lost here. I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyways, okay, so yeah, I'd go ahead and buy and reset. Good job on the tower there. Hey, what's up, Enrique? Glad to see you out here again. You need... Okay, you do have boots. I thought she looked like she was moving really slowly. That's just her animation, I suppose. Wait. White chalice. If you're doing Athenes, I wouldn't do Athenes here. I think if you buy Lost Chapter, you just need to go all the way with it and just go Ludens. I would just play her burst damage. I mean, I would just get Ludens. Luden, like Death Cap or something. I mean, I guess Athenes could be okay. I'm just not real keen on, like, getting Lost Chapter and then not, like, converting it to something. I think if you want to go Athene's fine, but I think you should start with Chalice and then just complete Athene. Into Dead Man's. Come on, dude. Sammy's looking for some real advice here, man. Yeah, but here's the thing, like, I understand the stronger mana argument, but, like, the way that League of Legends works is, you know, completed items are way, way stronger than the components most of the time, because there's so much value in the passives, in the actives, like, more than just the stats. So usually you get a real bargain when you complete an item. So if you complete Athenes, you get the, you know, the Athenes healing thing, whatever it's called, where you do the damage and you heal. That's a huge pickup. Or like if you complete Ludens, you know, you get that extra burst on hit. So that's why they highly incentivize you to complete items. So that's part of why, like, Tristana's build felt so weak, because she had so many different components of items without ever really completing any of them. Huh. I mean, I'll play it if you want to, Scott. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go with themes, okay, I mean, I can kind of get it, but I would probably just fully commit to it first. Just go like Chalice. Oh. Almost got out. Hey, what's up, Helisol? Yeah, thanks for the messages. Yeah, I just saw those today. Yeah, I'll apply for that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do it for sure. Okay, so you got the full Athenes now, and you're, I assume, gonna go Ludens next. Yeah, I wouldn't be here. There's just no like. I mean, yeah, maybe you get them, maybe you don't, but it's so dangerous. I just wouldn't risk it. That Warwick's build. mean, Wits End used to be like a kind of good item on it after they nerfed it. So it shields. I guess you probably maybe just didn't see that or something. Yeah, I'm guessing you probably just didn't see that, but yeah, you gotta... I know it's tough sometimes when you're trying to aim your skill shots, but try to stay aware as much as you can of stuff that's going on your screen. I think it depends on the AD carry. I'd probably rather have Athenes here.
Shut down.
Like, Ardent can be good, but I think Athenes is a much better, like, first item rush, because Ardent is okay, but Ardent gets, like, much better, like, as the game goes on. Like, people get more items to, like, take advantage of the attack speed, and then, of course, you know, it gets more attack speed and on-hit damage the higher your level. So they really tried to discourage people when they, like, nerfed Ardent the final couple of times from rushing it. I feel like Athene just scales much better too. Because every time you get an extra fairy charm, you get an extra 5 AP off of it. Almost doubles the cost efficiency of fairy charms. So like if you get it first, then you get more and more benefits off of pretty much every item you want to get. These flashes. Yeah, y'all need to find something to do here. I think too many people running around randomly. You don't have a... No, Shyvana can be a pretty good, like, Baron taker, I guess. Just Kennan's 18 on hit, so... I would maybe direct them to try to take middle. Now, Ludens plus Athenes is, I mean, you can do it, but, like, Ludens doesn't have any mana regen, so you don't really get benefit off of Athenes. So that is one thing that's kind of, you know, a non-combo there, because it has flat mana instead of mana regen. That kind of makes me want to say, like, we should maybe commit to, like, utility locks. or AP Lux. If you're gonna go AP Lux, I think that like Ludens plus something like Death Cap would probably be better. That'll still give you big shields, like, because you're just gonna have a lot of AP. It kind of requires you to snowball a bit more, but like you do have a lot of, you know, this. And if you want to go with themes, maybe get like Ardent Redemption or something like that. Themes Ardent. It's because right now, like, Luden scales off of AP, so it, like, you want to have more AP to scale off of the Ludens, but then Athene scales off of mana regen, so you want to have more mana regen for that. You don't find a lot of AP on mana regen items outside of like Ardent Sensor. And Athenes.
Shut down.
I think on Lux, Death Cap is okay. As a second item. Because she doesn't use Rylai's very well. She doesn't use Leandries that well. She's a burst champion. You're already getting Ludens. Like, that scales with it. I mean, you could get, like, Spellbinder, maybe. Like, Witchbane's not that good. I mean, I guess you could get Witchbane, but, like, she doesn't have spammable abilities. She's an all-in burst champ. Like, other classic AP champs will typically, you know, ultimately want to go for the Leandries Rylai's package. Or, I mean, I guess you could go like Morellonomicon or something as well. But I think because, like, she's not just AP, she has a shield. And so, like, spell penetration is not as valuable on her as it would be on someone like Zyra or Brand, because they're pure damage. And they have, like, extra modifiers and percentage bonuses. Like, with Brand, Spell Pen is particularly good because it does percentage damage. On Zyra, Spell Pen's good because her plants have really high, like, base damage, but pretty low, like, AP scaling. And her abilities have low AP scaling. But I have to check Lux's ratios, but I'm pretty sure she has pretty decent AP scaling. And she's got the shield. Shield gets 0 benefit out of Spell Pen. So I think that flat AP is, if you're going to go AP Lux, flat AP is the best way to go. Those Spell Pen items aren't going to be as good. So yeah, I mean, I think that means Luden's Death Cap. Even though it's very expensive, I think that's just how it's going to, those are the two items that are just going to scale the best what Lux is doing. Other than, like, Spellbinder, once again, but that, like, she doesn't leverage the speed that much. It could help you get away, but, like, you're not trying to run at him as Lux. So, like, I think she's very different from a lot of other AP supports in that respect. If you want to go AP, if you're going Ludens, you know, I think that would be the next thing you can get. Or you could go for the zone this, hit him, okay. Yeah, you always want to be looking for the jungler and just be ready, especially as Lux, because you're not going to do that much damage to that Baron. Just look for the jungler and try to find them as they come in. Yeah, I think if you want to go with themes, then, you know, going something like Ardent Sensor or, you know, like Redemption. I wouldn't finish the support item. I would stay at tier 2 on the support item, unless you're diamond. They're just not gonna fight you on wards. Like, people just don't go into their wards often enough for it to matter. Come back from this. Yeah, I think that getting the forward item is almost always a mistake if you're under diamond. Unless they're heavily like fighting with the board. How does this even happen? Are people just goofing around? I think that's not finished. Okay, Kennen went top. To go into the end. So yeah, I guess y'all still have like 10 seconds on Warwick, like 20 on Echo. How do you guys not finish it? Okay, people are like goofing around. Yeah, y'all would have had it if people weren't goofing around or if Kennen went down there with you. Well, reset. Alright, good, push in mid lane, get wards in this jungle, and set up for dragon. Ward right here. Here. And here. Echo's top, he doesn't have teleport. Get mid up. You always want to push mid before you do anything. I know it's got supers running down it, but get them up faster. Actually, it doesn't. Why aren't there supers running down it? Oh, yeah, everybody's too split up. Just back up, back up. Wow, that was a pretty good pick, but glad. That's basically a 2v4. Yeah. I suppose that worked out. It was so dangerous, though. And then Warwick's just like randomly top.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I probably would have. I mean, you do a lot of damage if you catch him and burst him out. And you did have pretty good vision control. I mean, I guess that's okay. They don't have that many ways to run you down other than Warwick. It's probably a little dangerous to me because, like, a lot of your teammates are anyway pros. Okay, so I think overall, I mean, I'm not a Lux support expert, but to me, I think it would be more helpful to pick, to just decide early on what you want to do, whether it's your team needs AP Lux or your team needs more utility support item Lux. And I probably wouldn't try to blend the two because they just don't have enough synergy with each other. Like, I mean, Athene's is cost efficient even if you don't have a lot of other support items with it. So, I mean, I guess you could go off with Athene's. I think. I'd have to see the numbers exactly, but I feel like your choices would really be like Athene's into Ardent, or like Luden's into Deathcap. Which obviously that one's way more expensive though, so I would probably lean towards like the Athene's into Ardent, into like Redemption type of build, because that would give you pretty decent AP, gives you more utility, and the items are just so much cheaper. I mean, you can do that if you want, you know, like the chapter into I mean, you're saying like if you went AP to Echo, but the Echo's gonna murder you anyways. You don't have any defense. I mean, just because like Athene's doesn't. I mean, I guess it gives you a little bit of like you know, it gives you 40 magic resist or whatever, but. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like the MR. I'm just saying that, like, Athene's heavily rewards you for going mana regen, because you get an extra 5 AP per 25% mana regen. Luden's doesn't have any mana regen on it. So, it doesn't give you anything extra with Athene's. And then Luden's really wants you to have, like, a high AP, you know, amount so that the Luden scales, although I don't think the scaling's that heavy on it. I mean, I guess it's fine. It just like doesn't like work directly with the themes, but I mean, neither one of those items have plus healing and shielding power, but they both have AP, which amplifies your shield. I mean, Luden's does give the CDR, which is important. Anyways, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe that works. Maybe that's fine. I mean, obviously you did well in that game. I don't think the itemization really mattered too much in that game, though. I think just everyone on your team was just beating everyone on their team. Okay, but that's going to be it for the VOD. So, yeah, I think just, like, I don't know. Like I said, I would at least fully commit to one, like, finished item first. Like, just complete Athene's or complete Luden's. But other than that, I mean, I think earlier on when y'all were pushing up and being too aggressive without like proper vision on Warwick, and I think he could have flanked and killed you if he wanted to earlier on. So unless you get vision of Warwick or you have like deeper wards for Warwick, I think that whenever you push him in a tower, you have to back up to mid lane. You can't harass him under tower like that, or you can get closed in on. I do think that you should have played it aggressively and pushed forward, so I think that was correct. But I think that y'all kind of... It was a little fortunate that Warwick didn't come down there to get you. Because Warwick is a champion that really likes to take dragons, at least historically early on too. So typically he's the type of jungler that would want to camp bottom so that he can go get dragon early on. Because he's pretty good at taking dragon because he has a lot of sustain. So... I think it was pretty dangerous to do that, but I mean, it ended up working out because he only came down there a couple of times, and by then you guys were already so far ahead it didn't matter. But I just think, like, in another game with, like, different players, that the Warwick would be fairly probable to come down there. What else? Pretty good on the warding. I think maybe you could have had a couple more special control wards in there. I don't remember. I'm sure you got some, but... maybe a few more of those. I think you were like sticking around trying to make some dangerous plays when people weren't around there. Like, very end when you caught them, that was good, but like the rest of your team wasn't really close by. So like if you miss that bind, you know, they might run you down and kill you. Like there's a couple of times I think maybe you're trying a bit much to get a couple of picks, and you didn't get punished for it, which is good. I just think that, you know, overall, if your team's not there, I wouldn't try to get the picks. But anyways, overall, great job. I think that's awesome. I'm just trying to think of stuff to help you out with. So just, like, maybe think about the itemization. You know, I don't know, but, like, try out some different stuff. Some of the things that I mentioned. Be a little more cautious about the jungler in the laning phase, even though you're winning, you know, kind of be aware of that. And, yeah, just try to stay, like, be aware and be closer to kind of the team as much as you can. Okay, but that's going to be it. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. And, I'll see you next time. Okay, so the stream's gonna continue, but that's it for Sammy's coaching session there. Overall, solid performance. Okay, well, I mean, if you have 8 or 9 control wards, that's good. I didn't see how many I had that game. I felt like maybe there was a little bit in the mid game that was like where your team maybe didn't seem to have a lot of direction. Not for very long. Y'all did end up picking some people off, but maybe shot calling and trying to set up, you know, a couple of those objectives a little bit faster might have helped. But I mean, I'm just trying to find advice for you. Obviously, it was a really strong game, but you know, I don't just want to be like, you know, good job, strong game. I mean, I am. You did a good job. It was a strong game, but I'm trying to give you some productive advice, too, that, like, you know, maybe in that game it worked out, but that you could potentially be punished for some of these things in other games. What do I think of AD Sion? I don't like Sion in general. And I think that I definitely don't like AD Sion. I think if you're going to play Sion, you need to be tanky, but I think since the nerf to ZZ Rock Portal, like, I know he's showing up a little bit in pro play. I just think that he gets outscaled, like, massively on, like, in solo queue. I'm not gonna recommend most of the time in solo queue, unless you're getting up into like Diamond Plus. I'm really not gonna recommend a lot of tanks top lane, unless they can also like do some pretty heavy damage by themselves. Oh, you're on mic with the 80 carry. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm not gonna recommend like proper tanks like Sion and like Shin. Maybe Ornn. I mean, Ornn can still work, but I think if you're under Diamond, you need to at least be playing like something that scales pretty hard and is bruisery top lane, like
Draven out.
Jax, Irelia, things of that nature, if you want something that has sustain or tanky. Because I think that like pure tanks, you know, a lot of times, they just don't have they just don't have enough power. Like, you're just relying on your team too much, I think, at the top lane position. Even in like support, like pure tanks, I think are problematic.
Let's dance.
Let me see how this is going. These guys are switching. Aelin's like okay on Xayah. Ito. Why is he volunteering for jungle? He doesn't ever play jungle. Okay, he's pretty good on LeBlanc. LeBlanc and a Cassidon, though, is right. Oh, Zillion. No Zillion games. Mostly plays not mid lane. And we'll dodge this one. He's a 3-point dodge here. I mean, we do have pretty good champs for the most part. I'm really skeptical of the Zillion. That's going to give Cassidon a free laning phase. The Graves, like, doesn't jungle. I don't think. Was it Wata or Howland? This guy was playing Zaya. Pito. This guy was the jungler, right? Or was it... So this guy was playing Zaya. I thought this guy was the Graves, right? Pito? This is the LeBlanc. Or this guy ended up playing Zillion. Did I just see it wrong and like this guy was the guy that was playing jungle with Graves? And this guy was the AD carry? I don't think that's how it worked though. I think this guy was the Zaya. This guy was like first time Jax. This guy was first time Graves. So I think, like, everything was just all mixed up. Like, the guy who's really good on Graves wasn't playing Graves. The guy who's really good on Jax wasn't playing Jax. I'm not a big fan of Zillion in solo queue. Or in pro play, honestly. I know that's blasphemy, but... How much MMR do I have? I don't know. It's probably like Platinum 1. Let me see. High, pretty high Platinum 2. What do I think of Leona? Shihan asks. We're just waiting on a dodge, so I'm just going to answer some questions for a few minutes here. Leona's okay. I think she's really risky. I wouldn't pick her first. Like, you can pick her, like, you know, later on. So, I would really want to see their support. I want to make sure they're not playing Tom Kench or Morgana if I'm going to pick Leona. Like, she's very good at 2-on-2. If you have an aggressive lane, and if their jungler doesn't come and camp you. So I think the lower the elo goes, the better she is, because people won't, like, respect her. What's up, Untitled? See you, Mr. Magpie. No, I don't want to play Nami. into Soraka. Someone's asking why didn't I play Nami last time? Because Soraka is going to cancel out Nami's early advantage. She's going to heal through it. And she's going to outscale you. So I want something that can engage and make sure we can get on her to kill her later. So you really don't want to do another enchanter into Soraka most of the time. You want to play something that can engage on her and kill her. Because she's kind of the queen of sustain. What would you play with Callista? I'm kind of with Sammy. I'd probably dodge. I mean, it depends. Like, if it's a good Callista, I mean, classically a tank that she can throw in. Ideally something with crowd control. Like, historically, like, Alistar is the best thing to play with her, or Rakan. Where would I put Nautilus? I'd put him on the bench. If you absolutely have to play Nautilus and you refuse to play anything else, I'd play him in probably jungle. But I think top lane is better than support. I mean, at least in jungle, he has pretty good crowd control, so he can walk around the lanes and, like, crowd control people, and he doesn't have to worry about getting bullied out as hard. I mean, I guess you can get bullied in the jungle for sure, but... I'd probably rather take a Calista over a Caitlyn. I don't know, it depends. Like, Callista's harder to play. I don't know, Caitlyn can be hard to play. She shouldn't be hard to play, but she can be. Because people just never use the traps. Well, Nautilus hasn't been really a mainstream thing since, like, Season 5, I don't think. Nautilus is bad because his numbers are too low. He doesn't have any percentage damage in his kit. His E just doesn't do enough damage. His shield doesn't, like... It's just, like, not up enough and doesn't block enough damage. He can't hook over walls. It's like his hook collides with walls, and so you can't get, like, sneaky hooks on people. How do I feel about Ahri? I think Ahri's the best all-rounded mid laner for solo queue right now under Diamond. I have a whole mid lane tier list, if you want to kind of see more about it, but yeah, I mean, she's just very safe. She has, like, basically 3 flashes every minute or so. She can be aggressive, go in for kills, she can, like, play defensively, pretty good wave clear, like a 1.4 second effectively stun for just 1 point, which is really powerful. That's what's made her really good recently, is they increased her her charm duration from 1 second to 1.4 seconds for 1 point still in her E, which is really powerful. Oh, Nautilus's kit is good. Like, he has a lot of crowd control. It's just his raw numbers are low. Like, he just doesn't do enough damage, and he doesn't have enough tankiness. And he can't hook over walls. I mean, I think those are kind of the biggest 3 things. The hitbox on the hook is nice, like that it's really big, and so it's easier to hit open field than a lot of other hooks. It can also get tangled up on stuff, though. Minions, things like that. Really don't like to see Lee Sin.
Draven out.
Yeah, Nautilus does get blown up because he doesn't have enough defense. Not compared to, like, today's tanking standards. Fiddlesticks.
I decide decide what the tide will bring.
I don't trust a glamour shot OBGYN. A gold 1. First time Lee Sin. What the... Who's he queued with? Is it Reckless? Bonds, auto-filled. Limited gen experience. This guy's pretty good on Fizz. Why didn't he play LeBlanc though? Wujin. Filled, so we basically have 3 filled people. I mean, their team's not that great. They have a fiddle. I'll play it because we have like good picks outside of Lee. And I'm not... Oh, did they have a Thresh or something? I'm not sure. It looked like they had some wacky stuff going on. Fi doesn't... I mean, I like Fi, but what's he talking about the era of tanks? Is he talking solo queue or is he talking pro? Because in pro, right now, so many teams have like 3 tanks in like all regions. People are still crying about how tanks are overpowered, and they have been all season. Certainly if he said Season 8 was the death of tanks, because they were ridiculously powerful for like the first 8 patches, and just recently they've been nerfed. I just don't like Lee. I think he's, I mean, he's too hard for most people to play. Okay, so their team comp's not as wacky as I thought it would be. Fiddlesticks is a little on the questionable side, but I think in theory we have pretty good matchups. I don't know about the Diana Fizz. I certainly don't like seeing Grasp of the Undying on Fizz instead of Electrocute. I think he forgot to switch his runes or something, but... I don't think tanks are dead in solo queue. I mean, maybe, like, I think you're right, there were a few patches in there, but certainly not right now, and certainly not earlier in the season. If you're thinking of supports, like, the entire season, it's Tom and Braum for, like, 18 patches in a row. Tom and Braum every game. If Tom or Braum are banned, you know, Rakan was in there too. It's like Tom, Braum, Rakan. If Braum or Tom are banned, people will play Alistar. And that's pretty much it. I guess Tarek early on in the season.
My people are counting on me.
Tanks are at a very high premium in the support role. I mean, if Fi's talking about solo queue death of tanks, like, for a while there, sure, since patch like 8.11, they weren't as powerful, but I think they're pretty decent now. He's dead.
First blood. Minions have spawned.
Diana got it. That's really bad, 'cause that's an extremely volatile lane.
Always another wave.
I mean, in pro play, they're definitely good. Like, almost every top is a tank, every support's a tank.
Feet are strange.
And then often, like, a jungler is a tank, too. Well, the reason that Braum is so good is he's very strong on 0 gold. I mean, that's what a lot of people miss that memo. Obviously, you didn't miss it. you know the drill, John. But like, you know, I'll get asked on tier list. So why are Braum and Tom not tier 1? I see them all the time in pro play. It's because pros don't make any gold. Like, as a support, like you're not getting kills. Your team's probably not getting a lot of kills. You have to spend like half your money on control wards. You have to rush a 4-ward item immediately. You have to rush tier 2 boots immediately. And you just don't have time for anything else. You don't have money for anything else. And so it's like, okay, who's the best on 0 gold? It's the champions with really high CC a lot of times. Usually that are kind of tanky. So they can't get focused out. Okay, that's good. This is back in the game. But like in solo queue, the reason like enchanters are almost always statistically the best in most elos is because they scale the best. Because of the plus healing and shielding stat and how that works. So that's kind of why there's a huge discrepancy for those of y'all that haven't heard me say that a million times before. It's because the economy is very different in a pro level game or like challenge level games. And that's what makes Braum better, because he's better on 0 gold than Nami, but like things like Nami and Sona are going to be way better for a lot of players when they're playing in games with like, you know, 40 kills. And there's a lot of gold flying around, and they're going to be a lot better in that circumstance. Kill 6 top area. Does he have Dark Harvest? It looked, I thought, damn, I missed that bubble. If I hit that bubble, we maybe could have turned it. I don't even know, how did I miss that bubble? It looked like it landed right on his face. I guess I missed it. Yeah, they're nerfing Braum next patch because of that. Probably. Okay, well at least they didn't push it fast enough.
Has been slain.
We have that going for us.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh no.
Shut
Bad.
down. An ally has been slain.
Damn, I was really hoping Fizz to get out of that. Okay, we're actually not down that much CS.
People in their air.
He had his flash and his heal. What? He could have survived, I think. Right? I feel like he could have survived that. Obviously, if he flashed the hook or something, but even after he got hit, I feel like he could have. Maybe, I get. Obviously, he thought he was dead first, but. Oh my God. I mean, I knew Fiddle was around here. I didn't see him walking down here. I must have just not stopped paying attention. That's frustrating.
Still hear the song of the sea.
All right. Yeah, I should have just backed up. It's been a while since I've played against the Thresh, so just like thinking about his like the lantern ganks. Go, dude! He just saw you. Maybe it is a bad idea because they do see him. Like, I forgot about that. You could throw that in like that. Well, Fizz is going off though. If we just stop dying down here.
An ally has been slain.
Well, we're still not far behind on CS, but now Misfortune has 3 kills, so that's rough. I guess I should have helped him push. I didn't think that pushing was a good idea, because we don't have summoners, so Fiddles could come down here and camp us. He's gonna get 6 soon.
There's always another wave.
We should have him here, right? Yeah, they should have him. Or her. Right? Jesus. Oh my god, Fiddle.
People in their air.
Can we not kick the Fiddle out? Did we already waste his kick? Pretty far behind bot.
My people are counting on me.
Good thing Misfortune can't really see us, though. What? Oh, okay. Fair enough. He's really low. I didn't notice he was that low. Okay, I shouldn't have ignited then. I thought he was going to be high enough. Alright, we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there.
My quest beckons.
And make sure we don't walk up and get focused there.
Not
Is it better to build mana regen or flat mana? Sammy asks. It depends on the champ. If you have high, it depends on the kinds of items you want. So usually flat mana is on raw AP items. And like plus healing and shielding items are gonna have
I will see my home again.
plus healing and shielding items are gonna have mana regen. So on champions that have high base mana regen, like Nami, Janna, Sona, that have like at least 11 mana per 5, you can look at these stats on League Wiki. Usually it's like enchanters, things that are designed to be supports, will have high base mana regen, and so they scale best in flat mana. Whereas most mages, for real? For real? They died 2v1 top lane? No way.
Enemy double kill.
What? They just 4-man bot, and then they just died 2v1 top lane to a lost chapter Swain. This is exactly why I don't like Lee Sin. I should have just dodged it. Like, nobody knows what they're doing on these champions. Like, we got a gold 1. I mean, yeah, he was diamond last season, but I mean, it's not like he has a 90% win rate or something. I mean, we could still win, but like, experience matters. I hope I don't get Fiddle. I think Fiddle's already ulted though.
Sure as the tide.
Never mind. There he is. Like, nobody has experience on the champions that they're playing hardly. I think the Fizz... I don't even remember if Fizz did. I know that Jax, Jin, and Lee didn't.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I mean, I'm familiar with Thresh. I just think a lot of times that there are better options. Like, I don't know, like, he's a good champ. It's just like, you have to invest a lot of time into it. Okay, I guess we're just... Okay, yeah. It's like, why is Lee not taking that and one-shotting her? I mean, he has his ult. Like, you take the Q. I mean, he just doesn't know how to play it. Like, you should never play a game, really, with a Lee Sin unless they have at least 100 games. And they're like 55%. Like, that's the minimum. Because Lee's just so worthless if you're not good on him. Like, there's no such thing as an average Lee Sin. It's like 90% awful, 10% like acceptable. 1% great. Or 100%. God, this Fiddle's on point though.
There's always another road.
Why?
Enemy rampage.
Like, hard champs don't matter. Like, if something's... I don't care if something's hard or not. I want to win.
My people are counting on me.
Like, I play Rakan. He's pretty challenging for a lot of people. But, like, just with Thresh, I think he can have a lot of really bad matchups. He requires a highly coordinated team. Like... He could be good, sure, but I would just rather, you know, be more flexible. Not, you know, play 2,000 games on Thresh just so I can play a hard game, a hard champ every game.
Sure as the tides.
Guys, like, why didn't you hit a max range like Diana 3,000 units away when she's got Windrake and tier 2 boots? How'd you miss her with your tidal wave, man?
An enemy is unstoppable.
I mean, there's a reason that, like, the world champions last year picked Malzahar every single game mid lane. Like, because ultimately, you know, if your goal is to win, you don't have to play super flashy champs. takes most of the time to do that. Like, is it fun? Is it cool? Sure, but ultimately I would like to win. Not saying that Thresh is bad, I'm just saying that, like, you just don't have to play Yasuo or Zed every game to win games. Can we not do anything? Like, nobody has confidence or, like, even knows what their champions do, I feel like. Everyone's just kind of, like, halfway wandering around. I mean, we are really far behind.
Swim against the current.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I should have just dodged it. I mean, there were like 3 or 4 people. They were all playing champs they don't know how to play, and that's just a huge red flag. I kind of miscalculated looking at their team. I thought they had a really wacky support on the enemy team. I don't know. I was like busy talking or looking at OP.GG. I don't remember what it was. I was like, they don't have a support or a jungler or something. I just looked at it wrong and thought they had a really, I mean, to me, fun is winning. I don't know, like, I have fun with other stuff too, but like... I mean, I just came off of like 2 months playing a water Rathon. I mean, Nami's not the hardest support, but she's not like the easiest support either. There are like at least a couple of different skill shots on her. She is switching. You have to be careful of the position. In theory. Yeah, we just got blown out. I should have dodged it. I mean, that guy made Thresh like look good. He was pretty good on Thresh, but like, trust me, go play Thresh a lot and you'll see some problems. Like, you'll throw lanterns at people, they just won't click on them. You know, you'll ping that you're going in on a hook, they won't follow up, you'll get deleted. They'll pick, like, Morgana or something like that into you and just laugh at you if you pick, like, early Thresh. Enemy team will have like a Nami and like a Draven, or like Nami plus any AD carry that has a pulse, and just run you over in lane. I mean, that's what I say. That's what I've been saying for years. T. Hasketh in terms of like saying it's stunts approach. I mean, that's why like most rational people will draw that conclusion, where it's like, if your AD carry's not doing well, then you have to play around somebody else. Like, you just have to play around your strength on your team. See ya, Benji. Benjamin. Yeah. I mean, it's not that Thresh is bad. I just don't think that, like, you have to play Thresh to be good. Like, that Thresh was good. There are a lot of bad Threshes out there. And sometimes it's not Thresh's fault, you know, like the player. Like, the player can be pretty good, but people just don't play around him. And it's kind of the same thing with Tahm Kench, why Tom is so much better at high-elo play, because they actually use his ultimate. You know, you can ping and say, hey, come down here, jungler. We got free kills bot, no flashes if you're Tahm Kench, and, like, ping your ultimate, like, 3 times. And they still won't come down there, or they'll wait, like, 5 minutes and then come down there. Some champs are just better with a more highly organized team. I mean, every champ is better with a more highly organized team, but like some really shine with that organization more so than others.
Draven out.
Yeah, last game there was... I was so close to dodging it, and then like I said, I think what happened was I misread the enemy team. I thought they, like, I just didn't process what was going on over there fast enough. I didn't think they had a proper support. I just must have zoned out and not seen the Thresh. I thought they had like a Diana support or just like some other kind of troll pick. And so I was like, okay, well, we can beat that if they're like, if somebody's trolling, but... I had this guy in a game recently, who was he? Maybe I didn't. I recognize that name. Okay, maybe not. Wait, does he play? This is so hard once you start getting into Diamond 5s and Platinum 1s, people just start giving up. He has played some Akali. Okay, he's actually pretty good. 63%. Okay, he's played Akali a lot this week. That's fair. So he just started her this week, kind of, but... I might still just Nami. I mean, it's just kind of a good all-around pick.
I decide what the tide will bring.
I don't know what we're up against, really. Well, I could do Rakan, but if they pick something, like, really oppressive... You know, if they pick something like a, Nami would be... Or Leona would definitely be what I don't want to see. Like, anything else is probably pretty... Yeah, Braum's fine. It's like 0-1 on Jace. Pepe has like no games on Zen. But this is a really good Kaisa, and this Akali's been doing really well lately. So like our carries are good. It's just like Jace is against Yorick, I guess, so he shouldn't die. Like Yorick, I mean Yorick does have CC, I guess, with his little thing. Why would I exhaust? Why would I want to exhaust? Well, they don't have like a high burst assassin that's going to be melee. So, I mean, I don't want exhaust. Like, I'm not going to be able to exhaust Talia before she deletes somebody if she catches them late game, and I'm not going to get close enough to Azir or Jhin either. They don't have like any melee except for Yorick. No. Yeah, I mean, you get Ignite unless... If they have a melee, like, hyper-scaling assassin, you might think about Exhaust. Like, if they have a Fizz or, you know, a Talon or something like that, but... I mean, you give up a lot of kill pressure in lane. If they have Ignite and you don't, pretty much you can never fight them. In lane, early on. After they buffed Ignite, like, maybe 5 or 6 patches ago a lot. It does, like, 30 extra damage or something. I don't remember how much it was, but it was a lot of extra damage. And then, they nerfed Exhaust a while back, too. That was, like, last season, but... Yeah, it's just... It's rare to take Exhaust. Like I said, only... Because you have to think, can you actually cast that on somebody? Like, you have to get close enough to cast it on them.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Quit flopping around.
Who would I take Unsealed Spellbook with? Pretty much just Rakan. Maybe Morgana. Probably Morgana, but like Rakan's the biggest winner, I think. I mean, if I played Braum or Tom, I'd take it on them, but I don't play them right now. Okay, Sammy. Hey, what's up, princess? No, I am gonna fight them a lot in the lane. Like, we're gonna... we should win this lane if the jungler doesn't camp us too hard. Like, Kai'Sa's not that strong of a laner, but I should be able to run over Braum. I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but I'm gonna go ahead and VOD this one. Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're doing a little Nami patch 817. Pick Nami. We didn't know who their support was going to be. Just a good all-around pick on this patch. Nice little helper with Kai'Sa, so... Probably top side. I don't know. Talia might need... I don't know if Talia needs blue early. She might. You gotta be a little careful here. Braum's positioning pretty aggressively. I feel like Talia's maybe close by. This is about the time she'd be here if she started blue. Okay, she's right there. That was so weird. Like, Braum and Kai'Sa just like ran past each other. They were both really shocked that the other person was that far out of position, I think. There you go. That's why you take Ignite.
That's one.
Nice. I say that because earlier in the chat we were kind of debating like whether a Nami should take exhaust or ignite, and I know that, you know, the thought is, oh, it's squishy champ, you know, take exhaust, but really you shouldn't be taking exhaust unless they have like a melee assassin that you're really afraid of. Because Nami can fight early, like she's not Janna. Like Janna can't really fight that well early. Yeah, someone's gonna come out and say, but you can spam W. Not the same as Nami. Nami is like one of the most oppressive, lane dominant range supports right now. Especially after the nerf to Karma last year. The Nami's kind of taken the crown. And the nerfs to a lot of the other enchanters too. Like they nerfed kind of the shield champs like Lulu and Janna specifically. And so she's just really good with the themes too, which is a really underrated item on her.
There's always another wave.
Someone asked, why do I take coins? It's primarily because you get your wards usually like 3 to 5 minutes faster. Also, it scales better throughout the game, so if you don't think you're going to close the game in like 25 minutes or something like that, then I guess she used her flash last time. I'm not really sure why she flashed. I don't know. Yeah, we should have been more aware of that. We lost a lot of CS on that, or at least she did. I'm not going to be able to get a lot of these, though. Brahm's very good on ganks, though.
My quest beckons.
And like team fights.
Sure as the tide.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, nice. This guy's really good on Kaisa too, I think, in theory. He's got like a really high win. Okay, so he is middle. Like I was telling the stream beforehand, when we were looking into this game, like, the Kaisa and the Akali are very experienced. The Jace and Zen are basically first time. I've played a zillion Nami games. So it's like, it was close, but like, we have really high scaling on the Akali and Kaisa, so figured we'd give it a whirl. Jace is losing that up there. Matchup, in theory, he should win, but I mean, as long as he doesn't feed, that's probably okay. Not quite enough to kill him. That's a creep. Big hit there. Stand back. Twice now she's died with a huge wave pushing in. Really bad. Really, really bad timing. Like, if she didn't lose those waves, we'd probably be up like 15 CS right now. Lucian's missing all kinds of CS, but just every time she dies, he gets immediately punished by losing like 10 CS. She's gotta dodge the Jhin W. Because if he connects on that and then Braum connects with something, you know. Awesome, thanks so much.
Hi, Professor.
Awesome, thanks so much for the donation, I appreciate it. I gotta buy. I gotta get more wards. They're probably gonna get camped.
My people are counting on me.
Are there subs you shouldn't take coin on? Yeah, like champions that do really heavy like AP and have a lot of kill threat in lane and have to like really want to snowball like Brand and Zyra. I would still take Spell Thieves on them. I mean, Spell Thieves is not terrible on Nami. Nami does use the AP pretty well. I'd just rather have the wards. I think Stickers are alright. Stickers.
An enemy has been slain.
I will see my home again. People in their air. Quick flash.
Blast Planet over.
Two down. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
I don't know where Azir is. I do have my flash.
Swim against the current.
She missed it. She missed her W.
Or as the tides.
Come on, Kaisa, I was just praising you. It's like the curse every time I praise somebody.
My quest beckons.
I mean, she should have just backed up and just, like, let me clear the ward and then reset. Like, even if Talia didn't kill her there, like, the rest of the people were coming and, like, they would have potentially gotten this tower anyways. Because she didn't back at the right time. First tower too. Yeah, it was really dumb. Like, she's not gonna kill that tower. The tower's not close at all. Talia might be here soon. I swear to God, dude. Like, this guy has to start listening to back pings.
People are counting.
I wanted to get deeper wards, but I can't because they're flanking behind me. Thank God he didn't all-in me there. If he all-in me, I would have been trapped. That was that flash. We don't have good wave clear middle.
There's always another way.
Yeah, I'm not following her to her death. She was dead. As soon as she got engaged on again, I did what I could, and then I'm like, alright, I'm out. Alright, Kai'Sa should be able to get bot lane, I think, here.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Okay, Yorick went bottom.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Perform your rights.
Yeah, Akali should go AP.
Has been slain.
We are all tied to the ocean.
How does this guy have like 300 games and he's like 2% on him?
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
There's no way I could kill him. He was gonna turn around and kill me. These little ghouls and stuff, like, I didn't want to get baited by him.
What's one more grave?
I still hear
Trials remember.
I shouldn't be down here with her. Like, it's just a waste of time, like, because we can't beat him 2-on-1.
people in their air.
An enemy has been slain.
And Akali usually goes like Gunblade. She used to go Gunblade, like Witchbane.
Quit flopping around.
I think that's still her build. I'm not 100% about it. She might go Stopwatch before. Usually it's Gunblade, Witchbane, Stopwatch. I don't know. Always Gunblade. The other items might be situational. But I don't know her ratios. Off the top of my head, her new ones.
Shut down. An ally has been slain. enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Has been slain.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gangster. What's up? I better get some honors after this, or I'm gonna be really pissed and cry. It's an illusion for people who have been around for a few months. To the honor guy. Really annoying to deal with. Side of Athene's damage. Right off the start. You want to surf and get attacked by a shark? If you live through it, I think you would not want to do that again, probably.
Swim against the current.
I maybe should have gotten Arden. I don't know. This Kai'Sa's a little iffy, so I think maybe playing around the Akali is probably a better bet here. God. I got gem busted. Weird. It's getting weird. I'm gonna heal myself here. Dude, if she dies again.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. so much better like wave clear and push than we do.
The ocean will sweep them away. We are all tied.
We're gonna have to get that dragon, I think. Yeah. We'll probably have to get this tier 2. Yeah. Okay, now we'll start Ardent up.
People in their air.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed the turret.
We held that for a while though. Like, Kai'Sa's got a Rage Blade, so she's coming online.
I will see my home again.
Yeah, we do have to watch out because Azir's really far behind, but like. Okay, we got a couple of towers there. Whoa, what? Why the hell did Kai'Sa take that in? Yeah, they're gonna do it without, even without Lord, probably. There you have it. Why did Kai'Sa take that? She just like inted. I mean, that might be the game because Kai'Sa ulted on top of that. I mean, does she have like 200 games, 60-something% as Kai'Sa? Get the other
An enemy has been slain.
I shall perform your right.
Well, I guess we got rid of their Baron. I think we got rid of it on almost everybody there. So, Azir has it, but I think they can 2v2 the Azir if Akali gets over there. Akali should have him. They ain't trying. Get in there, Akali! I guess she wanted to wait until the tower fell down before she did that.
An enemy has been slain.
We are all
Where does this build? Why rapid fire?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay.
I will see my home.
I really prefer like the Nashor's Death Cat build. I mean, I guess they don't have a lot of tanks. They have 2 though. I mean, she's going to be beating on in team fight. She's going to be beating on Braum or Yorick. I need to get priority.
I'll find my swim against the current.
Okay. Give an assist, I guess. We'll take it. Please be careful. They could both be sitting right there. I guess we got sitting with this. We're just like looking for them. You just know they're gonna be in one of these buildings. I mean, where else could they be? There's no Baron. Like, what are they doing?
Sure as the thousands.
They've got to be just like hiding in a bush somewhere. I mean, they've been off the map for like over a minute. Okay, there they are.
People in their air.
Okay. Give up my control word slot. Maybe I should have done that just temporarily here. To put me a little closer to completing this Ardent. Now, of course, I need a control word. They start sieging as soon as I think I can change it. Probably. Stay off me!
An ally has been slain. Kill. Enemy
Nice.
double kill.
I think nice.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it here.
I'll find my home. Have you?
My chat disconnected, or am I just not seeing it? Okay, I DC then reseed.
There's always another
Okay. I mean... Okay, Akali's over there.
ride on the waves. Quit flopping around.
Azir's not that strong, but he does take Barons quickly.
Gotcha.
This Azir is not strong, but he is getting stronger. I'm not sure if Jace can. I kind of walked into that. It was bad.
Shut down.
Wait, why did he stop pushing? I guess they pushed him off of it? I don't know. I'm putting my ward here because it's less likely it's going to get swept right there. Because Braum's going to come back through and sweep this, most likely. Yeah. Go ahead and
swim against the current.
Upgrade my item here. We're winning the vision battle right now. Get priority in these lanes. It's just like we can't outpush this Yorick until he
sure as the tides.
I mean, Kai'Sa had her flash. Just flash over the wall, dude. I mean, maybe she didn't have it up at that second, but like... I mean, I can't keep all of this warded. I guess we've got a control ward on Baron. We can see if they're doing Baron. Is he doing it? No, they're just clearing. Okay, yeah, just getting it. I think they do it so quickly. Yeah. We traded, but I think that Baron's better than Dragon.
home.
I need to buy something. I know I'm over the CDR cap by quite a bit at this point, but the items that I need happen to have CDR on them. Like, I really want the Kales now to cleanse off, like, Braum stuff. We lost all of our base, though. Like, we're getting kills, we're up in kills, but we are very far down in base.
There's always another way.
Look at that extra healing off of Revitalize.
People in their air. Sure as the
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Where would I go if, I mean, they have to kind of go top lane, but I think they're about to get our, they got our mid inhibitor first.
strange.
I got to show so that
People in their air.
they don't think anyone's being sneaky. Yeah, we do have 80 AP from Gathering Storm. These late game runes are definitely kicking in. Yeah, so I've got 340 AP, and I don't even have a proper, like, AP item.
My people are counting on me.
Athene's has 110 AP on it right now. Hey, thanks for the sub, I appreciate it. Maybe I should have gone Death Cap instead of Mikhail's. I don't know. I think cleansing the CC off of someone like Braum is probably worth.
I still hear the song of the sea.
that's about all I could do there. The 60%, like, 200 game Kaisa. No, maybe was it not her? Yeah. Like, 200 game Kaisa. 59%. Diamond 5. Dies, like, 13 times. You can win without tanks. We didn't win because we didn't have tanks. We didn't lose because we don't have tanks. We lost because Kaisa died 10 times. I win games all the time without tanks. She just could not dodge a CC. But it happens. And we did have a tank. Like, Zen soaked a lot of stuff. He was pretty tanky. He was a pretty good front line. I don't play Pike in ranked. He's pretty good, but I mean, if I want engage, I'm just probably going to play Rakan. There might be some situations, like if they have really heavy poke and I want engage and I'm afraid we'll get poked out in lane, maybe I pick Pike, but... Yeah, I don't think he was boosted. I think he's just having a bad game. I mean, it's 200 games. It's 60% on Kaisa. Like, no booster's gonna boost you 200 games. You know what I'm saying? Even if she got boosted at D5 and then played 200 games, like, on Kaisa, like, 60% is still pretty impressive for that many games. So, I don't think she's boosted. I just think she had a bad game. Which is unfortunate. Oh no, Sammy. Hope you feel better soon. I really don't think she was boosted. Like, I've seen some boosted people. I think she's just having a bad game. Maybe got tilted. She got caught a couple times. Maybe she's lagging or something. I don't know. She did get a lot of kills, but... Like, she wasn't... I don't know. I don't think she was boosted. I've seen some people that I think are boosted. I really don't think she was. I mean, the change to, like, Vayne's Tumble is nice. I still don't think it's gonna help her, like... The problem is, like, Kai'Sa's just better than Vayne. I mean, if Kai'Sa's banned... Because they both do, like, the same kind of thing. Like, tank shredders, scaling champ. Very auto-attack reliant. I mean, hey, what's up, Petro? I mean, Vayne is, a little bit better at killing tanks, probably. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't think that... Vayne's early game is just so awful, and she needs so many items. She needs, like, 2 items before she really gets going, and that's just, like... That's just too slow. I mean, there can be really good Vaynes, but... Like, they need to do something to help her with her laning phase more. Like, the extra tumble, like, the tumble cooldown is cool and everything, and that's good, like, it's good, but she needs more, like, help in her laning phase. Like, I would like to see them lower the cooldown on Condemn. I think that would be more useful, because that's something she can actually kind of use in the laning phase to trade.
Draven out.
Like, if she could, you know, tumble forward, hit him a couple of times, and then finish with a Condemn combo, like, lower the mana cost on Condemn and or lower the cooldown on Condemn. And I think that would be cool, too, like, as the game goes on, that she, could Condemn more, because I think it's like 16-second cooldown level 1 or something. That would help a lot with her trading patterns. Oh no, top Warwick. Oh, they're switching. Well, Kaisa and Vayne. Kaisa actually has less range than Vayne does. I think Kaisa has 525, Vayne has 550. The problem is, like, Kaisa is just so much stronger, like, at level 6 off of one item. No, it's still top Warwick. Is this guy like a one-trick Warwick? Okay, I mean, he's 65% on... Does he play top Warwick? Okay. It's against Irelia? Okay, they have something weird going on, though. They have, like, a... It might be top Tom Kench, I don't know. Might just Nami, because I don't know what I'm against. It's either Zyra or Tom. I kind of want to get a Rakan game in, but... Or like Lulu, but if it's Zyra, which it's probably Zyra, I want to heal.
I decide what the
In case we
tide
take
will
bad
bring.
trades. An extra auto attack would be too strong, probably. I'd put 2 stacks of silver bolts on her. They could make Hurricane apply her silver bolts. That would make her a lot better at team fighting. I just think, like... They could, like, make her passive better, too. Like, if she's running towards people or running them down, that she gets extra AD or something like that. Well, I don't know about the term carry me. Like, carry somebody makes it sound like I'm dead weight. I mean, last game I was 1-1 and 22. I think I had some pretty good plays. I mean, if he just doesn't feed, I'll be alright with that. If he does alright. I mean, he does pretty good, like, sustained damage as the game goes on, and he's got CC. He's tanky. It's weird, but, like, his kit kind of makes sense. I just don't like the term carry that much, just in general, because I think it just... I mean, I understand the concept, but, like... It's like... It implies, like, rhetorically, it implies, like, not just doing well, but that, like, other people are doing poorly, and you're, like... You're giving them something they don't deserve. Like, that's what I feel like a carry is. It's like somebody... Because... People use it to mean the same thing as, like, somebody's going, like, 0-10, and you, like, you won the game, you carried, but then it'll also, like, people use carry to mean, like, you know, you did a lot of damage, but everyone else on your team, like, was playing pretty well, but they'll still say, like, you carried, because you did a lot of damage, but it's like, but everyone else was doing pretty well, too. You know? It's just like, no, you performed well. You did damage. Yeah, I know. I changed the name off of carry because I don't, like, people don't understand what that means, I think. Carry means that you, like, when I think of carry, I think of, like, whatever you're doing is outperforming the rest of your team, or at least a lot of your team. Is this more of a red cane or a blue cane game? Almost every game should be a red cane game. I think it's red. I wouldn't do blue unless you're, like, super fed and they have, like, no tanks. I think red's just better.
Sure as the tides.
Just got more CC, more sustain. It's just a much more viable build path, I think. The team's pretty good. I hate Gragas. I hate going against Gragas.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I think he's good. Oh, hey, what's up, Maya? Every matchup, pretty much. Unless I think we're gonna completely steamroll a lane, then I'm gonna go coin. No, that was the season I got to Diamond, Eric. That's not... I didn't change the name because I was a low rank or something. I mean, that was my highest season. I changed it because people don't understand what that term means, at least. not the way that I
Minions have
think it
spawned.
should be understood.
People and their air.
I don't know, Sammy. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not that tired right now. I don't have to get up in the morning for anything particular, so. If we win it, we might play a little bit.
Another way.
Making sure Jin didn't take like Doran's shield. Damn it. I didn't mean to take that one. Whoa, how do we not get... Oh, we got one more.
First blood. An enemy has been slain.
That sucks because Tom Kent's gonna get the TP back. Not a huge deal if it's pushing towards Warwick, but he's not going to miss that much, but...
An ally has been slain.
Kane might be able to hunt him down in his jungle, we'll see. As soon as I hit 3, I'll give her a heal, I suppose. I hate just, like, healing an ally out of nowhere. Dude.
Quit flopping around.
We're getting murdered on CS.
There's always another way.
Yeah, Jin's still pretty good. You still see him in a lot of games. I feel like Jin's in basically every game. He's popular. I still think he's pretty good. God. He's just so obnoxious with other aggressive supports.
An ally has been slain.
We're not down that much anymore. Down 5. They're running out of resources. I mean, I am too. I'm like, no mana. Zyra's got 15 mana for 5 for some reason. pretty sure Zyra back, so try to push him in. Oh my god. Really? Okay, well, we're gonna get some kills here. Wow, she just like... Okay, they got me. It's pretty slick, pretty slick.
Sure as the tides.
So she didn't run straight into the bush, she backed all the way around, looped around, and just waited for like a minute. Just let Jhin just get beat on. So it was good patience by her. Halo Blade on Jhin. I wouldn't take Fleet Footwork unless you're like pretty positive you're gonna lose. Halo Blade's way better. Well, so much for 60% more weight. Jhin got both those last kills. Just like far behind. Gragas is bot side. He'll probably come over here in a little bit. Okay, he's got at least Gragas, I think. Kane, I think he's got it. He's got his ult, yeah. I think, right?
Feet are strange.
Triple kill?
I will see my home again.
Nice.
We are all tied to the
I guess we're not doing that. He's just gonna get scuttled. That's fine.
Enemy killing spree.
Damn, I'm like sitting on a paint.
feet are strange.
I didn't want to stop my back though.
Ride upon
I'm just getting extra fairy charms because I just want the mana regen right now. I couldn't afford a book, so. Warwick's items are absolute garbage. He needs to get a QSS.
Quit
If he's gonna
flapping
get
around.
something like magic resist against Tom Kench, he needs to get QSS. I mean, I guess this like makes sense against tongue lashes.
Still hear the song.
Okay, that's gonna scare him. Whoa, what? How does that do so much damage? Is he maxing traps first? He's 1 in 5.
is unstoppable.
Oh my god, he really got away. Like 1 HP. Okay, well at least they traded.
An enemy has been slain.
I couldn't go any harder than that because the other people were coming. Like the Gragas was on his way. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell that and just...
People and their air.
I shouldn't have gotten 2 fairy charms this early.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I probably should have watched this. I don't know. Like, this is just so... seems so bad, but, like, he had so many games on it and such a good win rate.
Sure as the tide.
And Karthus in general is just not a great champ. He's countered so hard by, like, X-Ranger items. I don't know. Like, we could still win. It's not like it's impossible. It's just, like... maybe I had to play it. Feels like it's just like one of those where it was like if it was a 3-point dodge, definitely take it, but like at 10 points, you know. For real.
Enemy. Enemy has been slain.
Oh my god, that fast move.
Enemy double kill.
I couldn't hit the blast plant. I should have hit the blast plant before.
Sure as the tides.
I realize he's got 5 kills. Kane is up a lot of CS in the jungle. He's up like 20. We're doing very well bot lane, but we don't have a good answer to Irelia.
Ride upon the waves.
Please tell me Zyra went to KFK or something. Yeah, really is middle. Damn, he's got Storm Razor though. What? We're not even really up that much, honestly.
An ally has been slain.
I will see my home again.
2 and 7. And go in Spirit Visage next. We're not there.
Has been slain.
Die. I shouldn't even followed him.
You have been slain.
Is that... It's 2 for 3, I mean... I don't know. Once the Zyra ran this way instead of that way, I should have left, because it's pretty obvious that she's, like, trying to bait for the help to arrive. This Tom Kench is actually pretty annoying to deal with, too.
My people are counting on me.
Is everybody dead?
An ally has been slain.
Dude, she's probably got like 1,000, 2,000 gold right now. She only has a Trinity Force off of 8 gold.
Sure as the tides.
Really? No ult? Why the hell would you not ult him? Immediately. What? Like he saw him, he was walking towards him. I mean, if he was afraid the guy was baiting, then why would you walk towards him? Like, it doesn't make any sense. If you're walking towards him to try to stop him from backing anyways, you might as well ult him. If you're afraid that he's baiting, then you shouldn't be walking towards him. So I understand, like, one way or the other, but, like, that's the one sort of course of action that doesn't make any sense. It's either get him or don't. Alright, I gotta get, I'll probably have to get more rewards, honestly. This might be a game where I have to get a reward item. Because we're just so all over the place right now.
Sure as the tides.
It's like every cooldown we have. Killer, basically. They could be on Baron, I doubt it, but maybe. They don't take it that quickly. No, they're trying it. No, 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 no!
We are all
Okay, well, we got a tier 2 out of it, so I guess we can take it. Okay, she got Ravenous instead of Titanic, so I guess that's good for us. Which ward does the little scream? It depends. I think there are different wards that do. The Ghost ward makes a little, like, sound. How you describe it? I don't know if I describe it as a scream. It's like a boo, sort of.
Swim against the current.
An ally has been slain.
Any force. That's interesting. Yeah, it's not a good sign, Juan. You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, our team comp's not very well, like, equipped to deal with heavy bruisers.
Has been slain.
There's always another way.
Enemy has been slain.
Okay. Okay.
Has been slain.
Was some good ring.
Okay, well, at least I bubbled her before I died, I guess. I didn't even see the Irelia, honestly. She just got on me and then I just bubbled. So, I guess if she wants to try to kill me first, that's fine. Yeah, we needed that. It was looking grim for a second there, but they just started skirmishing us. I mean, Warwick did get a few kills to get back in the game, so he does something now. Tom Kinch does start falling off late game. Like, he's pretty abusive one-on-one in lane against us melee champs, but later in the game, he can just get kited so easily. Like, their Zyra is really far behind, too, so, like, her team fight contribution is really high.
Enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Nice, alright, we're running away with it now. We just flipped the switch.
Enemy has
Got
been
a couple of
slain.
key items.
Has destroyed turret. Has destroyed an inhibitor. An ally has been slain.
Okay.
Slain.
think we just started out scaling them. Like, Kench just doesn't do anything anymore. Like, Irelia is really their only, like, threat. Gragas doesn't do a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, that was a nice Baron power play there. Yeah, last time we didn't have very good wave clear, though. That was a big thing. It was really hard for us to close. Yeah, sure. I'll just go ahead and get, well... That's fine. Probably just get, Mikhail's, just to cleanse, like, a Jhin root or a Zyra root or something like that.
All tied to the ocean. My quest beckons.
Okay, never mind. They're hanging out. All right.
Always another way.
No. Let's just get out of here.
Ride upon the wave.
The enemy's inhibitor respawns soon.
Please, I don't have stuff.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
they hadn't been up that far, we probably would have just won the game. Like, there were like 3 different people pinging them back.
People in there.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage. An enemy has been slain.
This is Minnow's play. Swim against the current.
Like, push mid up before you do anything ever macro-wise. Get priority mid lane.
I will see my home again.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, I don't know if we flat out went off of that. Maybe. Alright, we got it. Oh, we destroyed Tom. You just can't beat him, like, at that rate, 1-on-1 or, like, 2-on-2 or whatever. Yeah, pretty much out-team comped. That was... Yeah, it was a close one. I think just at the end of the day, in 5-on-5, Tom Kench, as a top laner, just can't do that much. I mean... It's a lot harder. Like, once Warwick kind of came online and Karthus got really fed, like, our tanks could kind of hold with their tanks. And then I was just a lot more relevant than Zyra was. And, yeah, I think Tom was, like, he was very good early. He completely stomped him in lane. But to me, that's like that's a red flag, you know. If you completely, like, crush somebody in lane, if it's not even a great top laner to begin with, a Warwick, and then it still feels like you can't do that much later, like, I love Tom. Tom was my, you know, most played champ in Season 6 when I got Diamond, but, and I played him a decent chunk in Season 7. But yeah, he had a good score. Like, 11-6 is a good KD, you know, not good, but, like, respectable. you know, KDA, it's not like he played bad. He played well. It's just the champ. He just can't do a lot in a team fight. You saw he just got kited and CC'd. Unless it was like a little 2-on-2 wet noodle fight, you know, versus other tanks, he's pretty good at that. He's good at that. But with all that CC running around, it gets tough. Juan wanted to see. Oh, I guess this Jin and Tom had played before. I mean, we won our lane, from what I'm remembering, pretty well. Even we got ganked a lot bot lane, and I think we were still doing pretty well. Yeah, I mean, Nami just outscales Zyra hard. Like, Zyra fell really far behind. She was like 0-9. But, you know, once you get a couple of items, Nami just outscales her really hard. Well, it depends on which tank. Like, if it's like Mundo, especially for a while there. I mean, things like Irelia and Jax are tanky, but they can definitely carry hard. Like, that's why I recommend that people play things like bruisers, like Irelia, Jax, you know, Camille, Fiora, stuff like that. Stuff that can kind of get tank-ish. I think there are, like, Gragas can carry really hard, especially out of the jungle. I think that, like, a really good Ornn can do pretty well. Darius, Garen, like, once again, they're not, like, tanks, but, like, they can have pretty high impact on the game, depending. Luden's Echo Karthus? He doesn't... Oh, yeah, I think that's a thing. Yeah, he needs the CDR. I mean, I think you either go Tyr or Ludens. Ludens is going to give you more power early, and then Tyr will give you more power later. Or Archangels will give you more power later. But yeah. Sadie. Come on. Here, we'll go lay down in a second, Sadie, okay? Okay, I think that's a good game to end up on. I know, but... That's what I'm saying. It's all terminology and what you say. Like, there are champions that are difficult to kill that can carry. That's what I want to say. So, however you want to call that. I just named a bunch of them. So, if you want to call them fighters or juggernauts or whatever, there are things that are, you know, difficult to kill at certain points in the game and can do a lot of damage. Okay, but that's going to be it. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We did have some good quality games. Didn't get as many wins as I'd like, but we did end up positive in LP at least at the end of it, because we had a lot of high MMR stored up, so that was helpful. But anyways, that's going to be it. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you all very much. As always, really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Sadie, I can't see the screen. Sadie. Can't turn off stream because can't see button. Sadie. Okay. See ya.